This is Jonathan Aggie of Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Maxi Hughes. We're on the pitch here in Doncaster. Are you a Doncaster fan?
I've been here for a couple of games. I was here when they beat Bradford to secure that league win and going up. But I don't follow football massive. I'm too obsessed with boxing, and it's my life. It honestly is my life. I follow a bit of the MotoGP. I'll be actually going down to Silverstone on Sunday. So yeah, that's sort of the other sport that I follow. So yeah, but it's nice to be here. It's nice to see Doncaster do well. Now they've set the precedent for me to do well here on this very pitch in 2 days' time.
It's not your first stadium fight. I was at that one in Leeds on the Warrington-Lara undercard. Yeah. Is there any difference fighting in a stadium fight outside? Does it change anything?
Obviously, you're outside. I know the ring's undercover, but once you're in the ring and the bell goes, it's just a ring. Ring's a ring. You forget you forget that you're outside in a stadium. But ultimately, that's how I see it. Ring's a ring. Once the bell goes, I'm too focused. Once the final bell's gone, and it's nice to look at, and you see this vastness, and obviously plenty of people here. That's nice. That's a little added bonus.
We were just talking off camera a bit about your YouTube channel. For those that don't know, haven't watched it so far, tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, I'm trying. I've been a bit lazy with it lately, but did a vlog last week, I think I posted, and I'm just arranging a cameraman to vlog behind the scenes. So stay tuned for that, and I will get back up and running, obviously after fight night, and get busy with it and try and give you an inside look and all my 20 years experience in boxing about how the business works and behind the scenes and all that. So yeah, check it out.
I'll put a link in the description so people can check it out. One of the videos I first came across was the lead up to the Zepeda fight. Obviously a nightmare situation, but you managed to vlog that. Can you just sum up sort of the emotions? Because I don't think not many fighters or anyone really has to go through something like that. How were your emotions that week?
Very tough. When I got found out that the Homeland Security weren't letting me in and I was getting put back on plane, it hurt me, that one did. And I had to phone my wife, wake her up because of the time difference. That wasn't a nice phone call. It brought me to tears. There were a few tears, and all I wanted to do, and I had to wait around Heathrow Airport, and I was like, I just want to go home. I want to go back to my house, see my kids, and shut the door and forget about boxing, this nightmare that I'm in, waiting for phone to ring, London to Belfast to Dublin to Atlanta, and then and I had to be strong, and I feel like that experience made me skin thicker, made me a bit tougher, a bit more resilient. So now I can look back now and say, we're an experience gained, and it'll help me in the long run, but very unpleasant to go through.
I'm guessing as well, that obviously was far from ideal preparation for fighting a guy like Zepeda. Yeah. Do you hope for that rematch down the line, given a better preparation and show exactly what you're about against him?
Yeah, I'd love that. That's something I have to live with now. So if he's fighting Shakur, I'd love the winner. I get through Archie Sharp on WWBC Silver Champion, so I'm right up there. So if that rematch can be made, I would absolutely love that. I'm not making excuses. I decided to get in that ring, and he beat what were in front of him. So I'd love the chance to get in there 100% prepared, because then I can be able to live and carry on living then, because I'll know then. But yeah, it's sort of an annoyance that I've got to live with that for now.
From what you experienced in there, whether it was your best or not, is he the real deal? Does he beat Shakur Stevenson, or what do you think of him as a fighter?
Straight after that fight, I was like, no, I think he'll beat Shakur, and it's still like that, slightly edging Shakur because of his skills and how Tevin Farmer's done well against Zepeda. But one thing is, he doesn't slow down and he doesn't tire, and he's good on the inside. So it's going to be interesting to see if Shakur, we know he's got fragile hands, can he keep him off? Because one thing was he will keep coming forward. And if Shakur doesn't hurt him, I think Zepeda will go, I'll take a few of these to get inside and land my own. So that's where it's so interesting, and I might even try and get ring because it's in New York. So I might, speak to my man Lou DeBella and see if we can get ringside. I wouldn't mind being observing that.
We last saw you out in Monaco, beating Gary Cully, a big win. But obviously you're now on this GBM show. Were there any talks to be with Eddie and Matchroom and any fights with them, or what was the situation there?
Yeah, they'd signed me. They've got options over me, and the first option they wanted me to do this. They wanted me to step up a weight, give up my ambitions at lightweight, and fight Dalton Smith. It's funny because I know Dalton and his dad Grant very well, and as soon as they offer it, it's second time they've tried doing it, and we just phone each other and say, have they tried doing it again? It's not a fight that I'm not moving up a weight. I'm comfortable at lightweight, and I've obviously rebuilt myself from that Zepeda loss and got myself in a good position at lightweight. And the next one was the Andy Cruz fight, which I actually asked for, but the offer was terrible. So we both just walked away mutually. Don't mean I won't work with him again. We have to end it friendly. Since spoke to Eddie and Frank, so we get on well. It's just business, and them offers at the time didn't suit me, so we just walked away, and that gave me an opportunity to come and box here in my own town in a big fight.
I guess also the way boxing's kind of changed in the last year, 2 years. It's almost like you don't always have to be aligned with any specific promoter. You look at sort of these Ring magazine shows. Turki Al-Sheikh could just see this fight and say, I want you on, and against maybe Andy Cruz for a better offer. So is that how you look at it as well?
Yeah, I've been around the game along and I know how it works. I've worked with all the top promoters, so that was what they wanted. It wasn't what I wanted, but I'm not willing to jump to whatever tune they're playing. Just because they wanted it, it wasn't suitable for me, and I didn't want to do it. And I'm in a position where I knew my position and I knew my value, and GBM were willing to give me the fights that I wanted, whereas Matchroom wanted me to do what they wanted to do. So that's how it works, and I'm in a position where I can use my experience and say, no, I want to do that, so I want to do that.
And this fight against Archie Sharp here on Friday, how pivotal is it in your career, Archie Sharp on Friday?
Well, that belt, it's my ranking, and it was me that got that belt on the line. I pestered for ages, made the phone calls myself to help get this belt on the line, and my ranking got it online. Obviously, it's a massive opportunity for him, which it should bring best out of him, like I said in there. If it don't, he's in wrong game. But his best ain't going to beat my best, and that's what I'm going to be on the night, my best. And it is pivotal because that gets me so close to fighting for that world title. It gets me almost in prime position. We saw Dalton Smith win it, defend it, and got made mandatory. So that's the route that I want to go. I want to do. That's actually Dalton's belt. Obviously, we've borrowed it to present me with it on Friday, and then when I've won it, then I'll get a brand new one made up.
Brilliant. Well, Maxi, good luck on Friday here at Doncaster. Any final words to your fans and those tuning in on DAZN? Yeah,
just again, thanks for the support. We've got over 300 coming here that I've sold myself. Obviously, everyone on Bill's done their tickets as well, so it's going to be a good night for Doncaster. And although I'm a bit cold now, I'm going to be on fire in that ring Friday night.
Brilliant. Maxi, best of luck.
Cheers, pal.